Welcome everyone. It's such a good day. We have all of you here coming from 30 plus countries, so I guess it's a top record for YellowScan. We have, of course, you here in Montpellier, Domaine de Verchamp, south of France, and we have as well some people attending online. So it's a hybrid event, as you can imagine. It was a tough challenge to organize. So just to introduce myself, I'm in charge of some countries in Europe on the business development side, working with a whole sales team. And I'm going to present you the LiDAR solution from YellowScan. So it's not only, the last one. To get a hint on YellowScan solutions. So we have some of the units here. It's markup units, but it's just to illustrate what we are doing at YellowScan and what value we add to our end users. Okay, our mission is to provide the most integrated and easy to use IR LiDAR solutions for mapping and surveying applications. So as you can see here, there is a YellowScan mapper with a nice yellow ACE-Core Zoe drone. Big up, Yuri. What do we offer at YellowScan? We offer a complete ecosystem based in, well, we have three pillars. The first one, of course, is LiDAR mapping tools, namely our hardware. They are designed to be turnkey and easy to use. Okay, so you can see some hardware here. Software as well, so we have our own software team at YellowScan and we're developing crazy software. So the software is designed to have easy and fast point cloud generation and visualization. Then we can do some processing. So, and of course, the third part of, let's say, the third pillar of our solutions is services. So including in services, you have calibration, training, support, and so on. Okay, so I'll go through these three topics during this presentation. So you get a clear overview of what we are offering, or at least an update. Okay, so what are the applications? These are some applications here. Of course, this is not the full list because we discover each single time new applications we haven't even imagined. So forestry, because LiDAR, of course, is a great advantage over for forest mapping, for tree mapping. Tree inventory, biomass, power lines as well. Corridor mapping is one of the key applications at the moment and, of course, in the future. With BVLOS especially coming in. Civil engineering, so we have a lot of surveyors using our solutions for the pre-construction work, cut and fill, or to double check once the construction is done for infrastructures, mining, to extend some mines, to calculate volumes, and so on. Archaeology as well, so you'll have some presentation about archaeology topics during these 2 days to identify some walls or artifacts under vegetation. Okay, so these are some examples, but you'll find way more applications during these 2 days. So let's start by the mapping tools, the hardware. So what is common in all the YellowScan hardware is the weight. So we are working on the design, of course, but weight is a challenge. So we strive to have very lightweight solutions. We have as well embedded batteries, so we give more options to users. Either they use embedded batteries in our systems or they use power from the drone. Okay. Easy setup. So you may have heard sometime, just press the yellow button. Who has not? Okay, good job. It's pretty compact. Okay, so we work as well on the size of our LiDAR to make it fit to, of course, multicopters, but fixed wing, helicopter, drones, aircraft, and so on. And it's adaptable to a lot of UAV. So I mentioned, of course, multicopters, but you have fixed wing, launch fixed wing VTOL, helicopter drones, helicopters, aircraft, small aircraft, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So here's the list of our current offering. So you'll see on top left Mapper and Mapper Plus. Okay, so this makes a Mapper series. Then you have at the bottom at left Surveyor Ultra, which can be combined with Flying Drive for mobile mapping. Then you have the VX series, VX 15 and 20, and then the Explorer. So we'll go through each product and give you some ideas or facts about these solutions, just to give you some ideas. Here are some integrations. So these are some pictures we've taken from our distributors, from our clients. So you can see aircraft, you can see fixed wing VTOL, you can see multi-copter. So a big diversity. So I guess if we are just checking all combination, we may have like more than 100 combination we've sold since the beginning of YellowScan. Let's start by the first one. So YellowScan Mapper is a product we launched in 2020 at Ingedio. So first combination of, for us, LiveVox Horizon scanner and Applanix APX15 IMU. The scanner is designed for UAV. As you can see, there is a field of view of 81.7 degree. It provides a high point density. And we recommend to fly it up to 70 meter AGL, okay? Not much because of laser range. It comes, so you can see it comes with an RGB camera module, okay? So you can either have the mapper only, the LiDAR only, or you can have the LiDAR plus RGB camera, which makes it easier to capture both data in one single flight. So capture the point cloud data and the RGB photos, and then you can combine in our software the data to make a colorized point cloud. Okay, you have the ability as well to put it at 90 degrees, so it's tilted. It's good for verticals, mapping like buildings or cliffs, whatever, which is vertical. And it provides up to 2 echoes. So delivery times is around from 2 to 4 weeks, depending on the setup. So 2 weeks without the RGB camera module and 4 weeks with the RGB camera module. Okay. Then Mapper Plus, so it's like the elder brother of Mapper. Y Plus, we're using LiveVox Avia scanner, so it provides up to 3 echoes versus the previous one up to 2 echoes, so better vegetation penetration. Same IMU, reduced field of view at 70 degrees, so same, it's designed only for UAV. Pretty soon we'll be able to tilt it at 90 degrees as tech team is working on this mounting. Provides as well high point density, and the main thing is like you can fly up to 100 meter AGL. Okay, so you can fly higher than the previous one. And of course, it comes with an RGB camera module, which is not the same as the mapper, but you can use it in another solution, which will be just after the Surveyor Ultra. Okay, so delivery time is 6 weeks at the moment. Surveyor Ultra is the first one in this, let's say, range, which is offering a 360-degree field of view. Okay, so it was launched this year in February, March, replacing our, let's say, Surveyor Ultra 1 or 1.2, using SI laser scanner. 360-degree field of view is something you can use when you are mapping in hilly or mountainous area, or when you map verticals, because you get more productivity. You don't need to have like a stretch flight lines because you're covering more ground. Okay, so in countries where you have like this kind of shape of ground, mountains, hills, and so on, this is the way to go, because it gives more productivity than with Mapper Map Plus. Okay, it's compatible with mobile mapping, so it's the only solution we are able to use on a UAV, and then we switch to car for doing mobile mapping. So it's very convenient. I will show what is flying out just after. And delivery time is 12 weeks. Okay, so this one is really good for vegetation penetration, and can be combined to YellowScan Fly and Drive. So fly when you can, drive when you must. One of our colleagues invented this nice sentence. But actually, we do have some customers just doing mobile mapping and not flying. So it's an interesting and smart solution if you want to do mobile mapping only. Okay, it's LiDAR for drones, so we'll talk about the drone part. But you can do mobile mapping with it. So you can drive up to 50 kilometers per hour, okay, to get enough point density. And basically, you have like different contexts where you can use it. So you can use it in the countryside with not that much constraint. until tunnels. Okay, so you have like 3 different setups. The first one, let's say the less advanced, is opener. So if you want to use it in the countryside, you have no traffic jams, no start and stop stuff. You can, master the speed of the car. This is the setup to use. Then you have the canyon one is more for urban, urban areas. So when you have like buildings, sometimes you may lose a GNSS connection. You have start and stop, traffic jams, and so on. So this is more convenient for this type of mapping. And then you have the full version, allowing you to go into tunnels. So we haven't tested to the very most extreme context, but it's working up to 300 meter tunnel long. Okay. Then let's go back. So we've seen Mapper series, okay. Then Surveyor Ultra compatible with mobile mapping. And then we go to YellowScan VX15 series. So it's using Regal Minivox 1, 2, or 3. So there are like 3 different combinations. NAPX15, same field of view, 360 field of view. What is really specific to this product is high precision and long range. We advise not to fly above 85 meter AGL, okay? And if you are flying at this altitude or even up to 100 meter AGL, you have like a big swath. So if you are flying, I guess it's a YellowScan VX20 after, but if you are flying at 100 meter AGL, you have a 346 meter swath. So you're covering a lot in terms of ground, okay? High precision, designed for surveyors, for all the construction work. This is the solution we advise. Okay, the more we are going high-end. Credit to Most Robotics for this nice photo. So this is a VX20 and an A-Score NOAA. YellowScan VX20 is the same as VX15, but using an APX20, as you can guess. Okay, so you can fly a bit higher, and you get better accuracy, okay, due to the IMU we're choosing. So APX15, well, the previous product, VX15, was offering a 5 centimeter accuracy, just to know if you're following. And this one is offering 2.5, okay? And our latest baby so far, YellowScan Explorer. So YellowScan Explorer is associating a YellowScan co-developed laser scanner with APX20, offering a 360-degree field of view as well. The thing is, it's the only product in the market able to fit UAV mapping and airborne mapping. Okay, so we can fly up to 200 meter AGL, 300 meter AGL. It can be used on the DJI M300, on the A-Score Zoe, a lot of UAV able to lift 2.3 kilo only. So the weight is not that much important for airborne mapping, but for UAV it's great. Offering a long range, it's ideal for power lines, for example. But so companies using aircraft willing to start a drone business, they can use this, or companies doing drone business willing to start airborne mapping can do as well. So it's like a pretty versatile product. Okay, then you have a live station. So it's kind of a transition. It's a hybrid product. It's a bit of hardware and software. Okay, so this is software allowing you to visualize the data being captured. Okay, so you have like some. It's working with radio modem, so it adds like 300 or 400 grams to the setup when you're flying. So you can see the point cloud, the flight trajectory, and a lot of information. You can do mission replay as well. So it's not mandatory in our solution. It's nice to have. It's an option you can have. Okay. Then we go to software, truly software. So in our process, we are using, of course, APX IMUs in our system. So we need postpack to process a flight trajectory. Flight trajectory or drive trajectory. So that's why they are postpack UAV for drone, of course, and postpack MMS8, which is the latest version, to process mobile mapping data. So meaning when we are doing some mobile mapping with fly and drive using YellowScan Surveyor Ultra. So basically, you are the output of this software is a corrected trajectory that will help georeference the point cloud afterwards. Okay. Then there is Cloud Station. So Cloud Station is YellowScan Cloud Station. It's internal. It's developed internally by our software team. So the goal is to process the LiDAR data that has been captured with the LiDAR. You can visualize and measure the point cloud. Of course, you can do some processing. You can work on the flight lines at the beginning, select the right portion of the flight lines you want to use. You can do some processing afterwards. So you have like strip adjustment, or can be called as well line matching. You are able to increase the accuracy. Terrain is helping removing vegetation. Okay, so it's like the main feature of terrain. And colorization, of course, is allowing you to colorize the point cloud from the RGB photo taken with the LiDAR. So it can be the own RGB camera module for Mapper, Mapper Plus, or Surveyor Ultra, or you can colorize from third-party autophoto as well. So if you have already an autophoto, you just captured LiDAR data on same area, then you are able to with this autophoto to colorize the point cloud. Okay. So these are examples of point cloud. On top left, you have with vegetation, without vegetation. Okay. At right, you have power lines. At bottom left, you have some data being collected with snow, okay, and colorized. And here's a small castle close to YellowScan headquarters. So it's like 20 kilometers away. Data being captured with a single camera as well, okay, just as example. And third pillars of our solution is support, okay. So if you don't have support, you don't have happy users. So for us, it's extremely important to have a really strong team backing you when you are in the field stuck with any issue or you need some advice. So we have a dedicated team helping to support during pre-sales and post-sales. So they are product experts. They are involved in the early stage of the product development, so testing, beta testing, and so on, gathering the feedback. They are able to calibrate, once the unit is sold, to calibrate the unit to do the training. So at YellowScan, we're able to train online and on-site. Okay, so this is another option we give to end users. They are offering as well support, because sometimes you need support. So there is a really strong ticketing system allowing us to really be really reactive on this. There is tracking and figures, so we are really committed to solve issue as soon as we can. Okay, so these are the three pillars: LiDAR mapping tools that are easy to use, software which is allowing you to process the data really easily and quickly with good data quality, and the support helping you having the best user experience.